Welcome back, this is David, and these are some random coffee stains I'm going to start to draw on and find images in. If you want to send in your own coffee stains, just message me on Instagram or Facebook. If you haven't already done so, just check out my Patreon page down below. You can have access to cool things like my daily sketchbook and my other show that I have. You can only see it on Patreon. So let's get started here. This looks like an emergency nose. Kind of looks like a turtleneck, but I think I'll make it like he's coming out of a can. He's kind of got hair like Elvis. He's kind of got this stage shooting out of his mouth, I think, or maybe it's a plank stopping this guy from either falling down at the bar. He's drunk, and he's to prevent him from hitting his giant nose on the actual bar and getting it dirty. I don't know why it would be less painful with this plank coming out of this emergency can. I don't know, maybe it's more of a modern situation. I tend to think in the 1930s, like he's just at a bar by himself, not doing anything, but it actually stops you from drunk texting. Like it just drops this plank in front of your eyes and you can't see what you're doing. Say if the plank is late, this other emergency nose comes out the bottom of the can and then absorbs the actual text itself. And of course his future self is thanking him for bringing that can. You don't really want to text your ex's mother in the middle of the night, from this bar with pictures of you and this can. That's all that's ever happened in your life. You made friends with a bar can. Over here, this kind of looks like a moose. But as you can see, the coffee just provided me with one antler. It's sort of missing the top here, like it normally would sprout out into like many arms or branches or whatever you call it. But I think instead it's just another moose, like without a. See, the original head doesn't even have a mouth. So instead of a mouth, I'll just put another moose. And this one again does not have a mouth, so I'll just put another. Let's put another moose there. This mouth down here, I'll just put another moose, and I think it'll just stop there. And of course, the body will just be a toilet plunger. It's not exactly the most vicious animal. I don't even think it makes any noise. It just kind of sits there. Like if you can pull it, but it'll just make a suction noise. It's not really doing it by itself. It's kind of like the tree falling down in the woods, and you just kind of need someone to be there. Actually, that makes no sense whatsoever. Let's move on to this one over here. This sort of looks like a pumpkin. Those pumpkins that people carve that make it look like they vomited their guts. They just cut a hole in the middle and they make squinting eyes. Well, this one's a bit different. This one's a little more creative. I think instead of like just vomiting out the guts, it just vomits out a guy waiting for the bus. Just an anonymous guy waiting for the bus. That's all he's doing. He's not doing anything else. So you won't find that on Pinterest. This kind of looks like a squid. Every time I see a squid, I always think about brain transplants for some reason. Like if a mind of a human ever went inside of a squid, like everyone would expect it to just, wow, now you can multitask. And everyone's shouting at it like, now you can multitask. And they immediately throw it into a kitchen, and like people are just screaming at it like multitasking. But they see, what people don't know about squids is that they can't really hear that well. Every time it hears multitask, it's actually hearing grab a flask, see, and then he just starts drinking, and everyone just wonders what's going on, and he's alone by the end of the night. Classic Cinderella story right here. So up here, this kind of looks like this is a beautiful looking camel. It's got little short stubs. It's kind of like just like human fingers almost, with these like roller skate things on the bottom. I think all of its internal organs are just in there. It's kind of like the squid. It's like it's just the camel's main features, which are the humps, and instead of a neck, it's just a piece of spaghetti, like a noodle that just like kind of blows in the wind like music. And it's kind of sad and scary, and I think if anyone ever came across it would immediately kill it. But don't worry, it has ice cream right there, just to calm you down. So anyway, that's everything in my head today. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and please support my Patreon. The link for that is right below. Lots of cool things you can have access to, like sketches and my other stream of consciousness drawing show, only available to patrons. If you want to send in your own coffee-stained art for me to draw on in an episode, please send me a message and we'll set that up. This could include, if you want, a shout-out. It could also include a photo of you holding the pre-doodled coffee art in my video. If you're interested in purchasing any of the original coffee-stained paper that I make myself from the episodes, just please private message me on Instagram. They will be signed, of course, and please subscribe, hit like, and leave a comment. If you like my designs, please suggest one that could be made into a t-shirt or a sticker or whatever best suits your fancy, and check out my merch shop below. So that's everything from me, and have a wonderful night, and I'll see you on Wednesday.